What's going on, everybody? StormeDegree 14 here, and welcome back to another video. We're gonna do Nostalgia Critic's newest video of his review on the movie Monster House. Monster House, a classic Cartoon Network movie that I watched way back when. I think it was around the same age as the characters when I watched it. It was pretty good. A classic Halloween movie with the idea of an old man trying to protect people from a house that apparently was possessed by his dead wife. Honestly, solid Halloween movie, I think. If we can get past some of the very child humorous stuff and awkward teenish stuff, which I know most people don't like, but if you can tolerate it, I think it has a pretty solid movie. Without further ado, let's see what Doug thinks of it. In 3, 2, 1.
This episode brought to you by Prize Picks. Daily fantasy sports made easy.
Okay.
So brought to you by DoorDash, the app that brings you food you're craving right now, right to your door.
Yeah. Oh! Hey! New intro for Nostalgia Ween! Oh! Intro. I'm trying to remember. What is this a reference to? I want to know. Impressive, though. Yeah, first episode of Nostalgia Ween, getting into the spooky month.
Hello.
The jacket. Hey, Doug.
Remember it so you don't have to. And welcome to Nostalgia Ween.
I'm ready for it,
Still
Doug.
at my house. Still at my goddamn house while the studio is still being fixed up. I feel like this place is just eating me up. You can guess what the segue is.
Eh, you got through 2020. You can get through this.
What do you get when the writers of Rick and Morty mix with the writer of Nine and Corpse Bride?
Really?
Friendly entertainment, of course. Monster House was released in
They were
2006,
recorded by all of those?
produced by Steven Spielberg and using Robert Zemeckis' motion capture animation at the time.
Oh, it was motion
Boy, does
capture.
that show. Okay, it's not quite Polar Express AI art trying to eat you, but we
No.
can all agree this is another one of those movies where things never quite looked or moved right. But
Yeah,
to the
that's
film's
fine.
credit, that kind of works in its favor.
Yeah.
Monster House is certainly a freaky and unique idea about a house that literally eats people.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like a story you would make up as kids, so it only makes sense kids would be at the center of it.
Right.
With the critical response being mostly positive and the box office not doing great, but combined with overseas, it balanced out alright. The film is getting a following around this time of year. For being
It also has a
family-friendly
unique
Halloween
meme.
movie that kids can watch, but still has enough of a bite and oddness to it that makes it stand out. So, let's see if over 15 years later this oddness still helps it out, or if it just leaves it odd. So from another house I swear is trying to keep me trapped here, this is Monster House.
I see the correlation, Doug.
I'm already confused. What season does this take place in? We open on a kid passing by a creepy old house owned by a creepy old man named Nevercracker.
Yep.
Almost sounds like a combination of slurs.
Do you want to be eaten alive? Get out of here!
He's played by, in case you couldn't guess, Steve Buscemi. As I
Ah.
suppose the animators were sick of hearing he's the ugliest cute since Gollum that they finally just made him look like Gollum.
I never realized that correlation.
He's watched by a little boy named DJ, who documents all the toys the old man takes from kids who trespass on his property. His friend Chowder is visiting as his parents are heading out of town.
Have you decided? Skulls are her crypt keeper. Chowder, I don't think I'm going trick-or-treating this year.
But as a combination of every fat kid in movies, this disturbs me. Like I mentioned before, the
Yeah,
motion
fair enough.
capture
He's
can
pretty
be a touch
stereotypical.
distracting, but I think it works better in this than Polar Express because it's not at all trying to look real. Where Polar Express tried to combine kids' book illustrations with real life, this one feels like it's only trying to do the kids' book illustrations. So the style isn't quite as Frankenstein Uncanny Valley. Or the
Okay.
equivalent of one Flash movie.
Oh,
This gets
yeah.
a really big laugh out of me.
My nose is in my brain. Let me see. Oh my god. What? You're a dork.
My doctor was right, and really mean. The basketball bounces over to Nevercracker's lawn, and just as
Yep.
DJ tries to retrieve it, Nevercracker tries to retrieve him, just as God
Yeah,
tries
this
to
part was
retrieve
pretty-
Nevercracker.
Yeah, this part was pretty creepy.
Please, I thought the only death in these movies was the box office for Mars Needs Moms.
No.
The house, quite frankly, uses a fire effect I'm pretty sure I have, and instantly seems to come to life.
Yeah. I don't know this part. Yeah, I mean, again, that part with Nevercracker having a heart attack definitely freaked me out. I was wondering what happened to him the first time I watched, and I thought the house killed him for some reason, but no, quite the opposite.
It's pretty cool how quickly the house seems to form a personality, like how this cracked window looks like it's trying to slit DJ's throat. It's like the Haunting remake if it was intentionally a kid's cartoon. The babysitter named Z arrives, played by Maggie Gyllenhaal.
Right, fake
Watching the
babysitter.
house. Almost everybody in this is some kind of monster.
But I didn't.
Yeah, let me ask you something. Who are they gonna believe?
He's scared.
I hate people that are like that. Just no reason to do it. If you do something like that, it's just despicable.
Actors are making the Home Alone family look sweet.
Yeah.
We're given a pretty imaginative and pretty creepy moment when a very familiar shadow makes its way into his room.
Dreaming about how the monster house might attack him.
DJ, the house is coming from inside the house. Doesn't help that it makes literal house calls too.
Hello?
Do you have Prince Albert in account? Do people still know what that is?
No.
Z has her boyfriend Bones over, played by Jason Lee, because that was the law. You literally couldn't shoot anything without Jason Lee back then.
Yeah,
And he's
pretty
about as
much.
supportive as Z is.
Did you know he was
Oh
serious?
man, give her back.
She's just gonna rip it up. Ugh.
Oh, gross!
I have a Lola Bunny doll for that! When Bones
Dog,
is thrown out of
come
the house,
on!
The other house is more than happy to take him in, taunting him with the kind Nevercracker took when he was a child.
Yeah.
Hey, Bonesy.
Yep, and he
So I see
dies.
Jason Lee again. No, really, look him up. Where'd he go? DJ meets up with Chowder and they go to inspect the house to see if Nevercracker really is back from the grave. The house literally tries to eat him up though, and they go back home.
Yeah, it's really clever how they use the different elements of the house to be the different parts of like a giant like head.
Grace, come
No.
here. There's a sinister-looking kid I want you to see.
Then introduced to Jenny, a kid selling candy for her school, and apparently is a pretty good saleswoman.
Yep.
Parents left you $40 in emergency money.
They left me 30.
You give me 20, I write a receipt for 30, and you pocket 10.
You're good.
I can spend that on
Okay.
the ponies. You gamble too? No, these ponies. I'm like 12. She makes her way to the next house, and DJ and Chowder try to stop her.
Come here! Yes, over here!
Are you guys mentally challenged? If you are, I'm certified to teach you baseball.
Man,
What?
I thought the 80s and 90s were the decades to find clips that didn't age well.
Yeah,
Guess
that.
Charlie's Angels came out around the same time.
Oh, yeah.
House tries to gobble her up, but they save her just in time.
And I'm surprised nobody else saw that. Or that.
Tell that house I clearly just saw haunting you to stop lying. It's not haunted.
You want to tell me what's going on?
They bring her up to speed on what's going on with the house while also trying to unimpressively impress her.
DJ, got any beer?
What?
Well, hello there.
I was just busy making this a PG movie. I can say up to 3 bad words, too.
Two-term class president at Westbrook Prep.
There's a great taco stand near there.
I hate Mexican food.
Me too.
Dumper, weirdly, there's nothing more American than loving Mexican food, and...
So I guess I'm not that American then. I mean, I'll eat Mexican food, but I don't particularly like it, so I guess I'm not American then. Thank you for pulling that inside out of me, Doug. Thank you. Oh crap, I muted it. Sorry. Oh no, product placement, no!
Taco Bell. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense, but it's also very American.
Just sits there waiting, mocking us with its...
What is wrong with you? Ugh.
May I please use your phone?
What you just saw is a training video for how to handle a Russell Brand.
Damn.
House continues to gobble things up, so they call the cops, played by Nick Cannon and Kevin James.
We have reason to believe that there's a dangerous creature inside that house.
Problem is, it sounds kinda not real.
If that house is alive, then I'm the president of the United States. God, that almost sounds sensible now.
Yeah, kinda does.
To an expert.
They go
Don't
to
look
a
at
guy
this
named
camera.
Skull, played by John Heaton,
Ah.
who they
This is the guy with the meme.
consider the smartest guy in the world. And as you can already see, that seems very unlikely. Maybe he was until he met this guy.
You've got to strike with the force of life. The heart.
But houses don't have hearts.
You might be right about that.
That's not true. You just have to get it some home, Zach, and soon it'll be the house from Encanto.
As if.
So the kids try to start with the heart and figure since the chimney is always burning, the furnace must be the heart.
If we want to put out the fire, we're gonna have to go inside.
I legit love this plan they come up with for how to sneak in without getting gobbled up.
We fill the dummy with
I mean-
2 pounds of cold medicine. Feed the dummy to the house. House eats the medicine. House goes to sleep. We get in there, douse the fire, and get out.
I mean, that is a fairly, like, clever plan. Like, if I was a kid, honestly, that's fairly smart. Like, if you're dealing with a giant creature, that makes a lot of sense. But again, it's a haunted house. I don't think that's gonna... I mean, it obviously won't work, but still, props to
I
that.
think it just needs a painted tunnel and a wall to run through, but aside from that, it's very sound logic.
Yeah.
They start putting the plan together. We zoom in on this very unimpressive picture. Why does he keep that? Oh, for a scene transition. Got it. And they tell the story to their way to the house.
Don't be scared. That's not how I trained you. I love you, vacuum cleaner dummy.
You know, I'm glad these characters are fictional because I don't want to think about what they do when they're alone.
Oh, dogs, please.
Ruin the plan, though.
Oh, are we big mouthing this now? Like, oh, or little big mouth? I forget what that show's called, but I know you know the scene. I know the scene.
Oh, and end up getting eaten instead. I am okay with this. A little of them goes a long way, or at the very least, this one.
Drop your weapons. Huh? You hear that? Diva Diva, you guys are going to jail. You tested me? How tough, girl? We are super cops.
Yeah, I doubt this is one of Nick Cannon's higher rated performances. Oh, guess it is.
Really, it is.
I'm not a big jump scare guy. I think most of them are pretty lame, but I do laugh at how well this one's timed out.
Just try to stay calm, okay?
Wait for it.
Don't mind if we just stay calm.
Yarr!
It's no Exorcist 3, but it's Exorcist 3 Junior.
Yeah, good enough.
God, now I'm just wondering what that production would be like. The house eats up the car, but the kids get out.
Just like, I don't know, maybe it'd be like the Courage the Cowardly Dog sort of style. Like the, I want a cup of tea, and then Courage just screams while also being confused why he's screaming.
Before they're torn to shreds, the house seems unaware they're inside, and they try sneaking around without waking it up.
DJ, did you ever see a wife?
No, but I heard he posed for a photo series called American Goddamn.
Shoot it!
They get scared and shoot their super soakers. No, really, what did they think those were gonna do? And they start to put together the layout of the house.
If those are the teeth, and that's the tongue, then that must be the uvula.
Right. This is our girl house, yeah.
Spoilers. They make their way downstairs where they locate all the toys that were taken over the years. They find his wife Constance, or at least her body encased in cement, and apparently he built a secret shrine to her.
Why would he build her a shrine if he murdered her?
Okay, I really love this movie. Could it just been about a haunted house that eats people? Honestly, that would have been enough, but they're very smart to put in a lot of unexpected turns. For a kid's movie, it's not exactly the easiest to figure out, and I really like that.
Yeah, that's what I like about it too. So, yeah, that transition was good too.
What do you know, she really was big boned. The house wakes up, and in a shot that's so cool, I actually had to rewind it to see how it worked. The kids discover it's using the reflection of the windows to shine light on them.
Yeah, using pipes.
This is like the scary toy room in Polar Express if it was like half the movie.
The uvula.
Yeah.
They get the house to gag up and spit them out. God, so many moments in this review almost sound dirty.
Yeah, you know, that's the part I didn't understand. How does the house, like, throw up a bunch of stuff? It could just be it's like the water supply connected to it and just throws up, but I don't know. Clever detail still nonetheless, I guess.
Consider a really good twist. Like, I legit did not see this coming. Nevercracker is still alive.
Yeah.
Honey? I'm home.
That's right. The house was actually his dead wife, Constance, the whole time.
Right.
Oh, but it's no problem, sweetheart. It's no problem at all.
It's her. The house is her.
Yeah. This is one part I want to talk about. Please just listen. I'm sorry for pausing so much, but I want to talk about it. So, you know, Nevercracker. So yeah, we find out at this point that the wife is the house, and Nevercracker's been keeping it secret, obviously. Why does he suddenly choose now to kind of expose it? You know, you think he would have acted more casual, knowing that the house was a monster and trying to just keep the kids far away. Just saying, weird moment, but honestly, excusable enough.
I don't care if this is a kid's movie, that is a really good twist.
It is. It's a very good
We
twist.
see she was the fat lady at a circus, and Nevercracker's heart went out to her for being so mistreated. And thus, they ran away together.
I can take you away from here.
Yes.
Constance is voiced by Kathleen Turner, which
Yeah.
is so funny seeing her going from a seductive, calm, sexy
Oh,
animated
really?
character.
So, really? That's the same voice actor? Jessica Rabbit is Constance? I didn't no idea. That actually is really
A
funny.
rage-filled one literally from a freak show. And she matches them both perfectly.
It's Halloween.
No, it's my house, and they're hurting me.
As long as I'm here, I will never let anyone hurt you.
There's also, in kind of a strange way, a very sweet romance in here.
Yeah.
You feel like these two didn't have many people that looked out for them. And you
Right.
don't feel bad whenever she's made fun of and he instantly comes in to try to protect her.
Right.
That said, it still keeps its dark and humorous edge when you see how she's done in.
Oh yeah, this part. Yeah, she pulled the cement mixer. Ugh.
No, it's always convenient when you can combine the cause of death with the burial ritual.
Yeah. Oh, that's gotta be a painful way to die. Just covered in cement, suffocating, probably drowning in it. Ugh. I don't want to think about that.
Constance ends up hating Halloween because she associates it with how she died. And Nevercracker tries scaring kids away literally for their own good.
I know that you've been protecting us all these years, but now it's our turn to protect you. Let her go.
When he's encouraged to move on with his life, no big surprise, Constance freaks out and tries to attack.
Yep. To think she could do this at any time.
House has arms to make it move is pretty damn cool.
Yeah.
It's fun seeing how this monster changes and evolves throughout the movie.
Yeah, it really does.
Oh, now. Oh. Nice. Sweet.
Oh, don't rub there. That's her.
Oh.
No, I don't want to imagine what's what with this thing anymore.
Yeah, don't.
He tries blowing up the house, hoping it will allow her soul to move on, but once again, big shock, she doesn't like that, so the kids try to help him out.
Yeah, that's terrifying.
Take this. What? You have to help me, please.
Man, handling explosives and heavy machinery? Remember when talking about beers was the most concerning part of this PG movie?
Yeah.
So they plan to throw the dynamite in the chimney to finally blow up the house and... Or maybe that works too, okay.
Oh, no, it doesn't. Watch.
No, of course that doesn't work because monster movies, and I'll be honest, the climax goes on a little bit.
Alright, fair enough.
Not bad or anything, it's just kind of your generic typical fare that, weirdly, a movie with this good a script doesn't feel that creative. Even when the house takes a different shape, it's not as much fun as the first design.
Really?
It kind of looks like one of those prickly stress balls you had as a kid. So
Yeah,
you're
kind
waiting
of.
for the usual stuff to happen with people running, jumping, screaming, swinging on things.
And then
However,
explosions.
the dynamite is finally tossed into the chimney, blowing up the house for good. Nevercracker is heartbroken, but he also finds joy in the both of them being released from their misery. Yeah, I think it's kind of an odd moment to sort out.
Well, I mean...
Well, he's happy.
For the trick
Yeah, he's fine.
They get back all the toys the house took over the years, just as DJ's parents return home.
Oh, yeah.
Right, thanks.
After all that time Chowder tried to get his basketball back from the house, we get a pretty funny payoff.
And he gets hit. Aww.
I think I like baseball now. They finally decide to go trick-or-treating, and to make all the parents happy, all the people gobbled up are free during the credits.
You and I inspect some candy, huh?
We should go eat some candy too.
Yeah, that's a good one.
But still, this movie's pretty good.
Yeah. Not bad at all.
I put it up there with the other Halloween cartoons I watch every year, but the script is much smarter than it has any right to be. It's a wildly imaginative idea, and though a touch dated, the animation still has enough style to be enjoyable.
Yeah.
It's not a Halloween movie I watch every year, but maybe every 5 years I'll pop it in and watch it again. Because let's face it, it's a bright script with a bright premise, and my guess is, still has a bright future.
Great to hear.
Not that I have much of one, still doing nostalgia wings here at my house. I mean, by God, how long do I
it's-
have to keep filming, Amir?
Doug, it's fine.
What is that?
Is it a portal? What is it?
Oh my God, it's to be continued!
Alright, fine. You got us with that.
You vacuum cleaner dummy.
I don't want to think about that. Ugh, no. Well, there you have it, everybody. Not a bad movie at all. I personally liked it myself, as I said before, so glad to see that Doug likes it. I don't really have much else to say, so hope you guys will tune into my Mario in the Music Box stream later tonight. So that being said, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.